Condolences to the Bloodline. What exactly is WWE doing with Braun Breaker? The Undertaker doubts Tony Khan's ability to lead in wrestling. Jeff Hardy's AEW future in plain sight. Samantha Irvin is leaving with Ricochet. Jade Cargill shares an unfortunate update. After arriving in Scotland, The Rock signs a major deal outside the WWE. Congratulations to Drew McIntyre. Solo Sikoa's message for Paul Heyman, and more. Let's dive right in. What exactly is WWE doing with Bron Breaker? Bron Breaker has feuded with Ilya Dragunov and Ricochet in recent weeks on WWE Raw. Legendary journalist Bill Apter, a member of several Wrestling Hall of Fames, believes WWE got the 26-year-old's booking all wrong on June 3rd. Breaker defeated Ricochet in an 8-minute match on Raw before kicking him out of the ring. The two-time NXT champion then looked set to throw steel steps at his opponent before Dragunov sent him over the barricade with a punch. Apter appeared on Sports Kita's The Wrestling Time Machine with host Mac Davis and wrestling legend Teddy Long. He questioned why Breaker was not booked to look stronger, especially considering Ricochet had a rib injury. What the hell are they doing with Bron Breaker? Apter asked. Bron Breaker worked underneath, so to say, with Ricochet, who had the bandages on and all that. Bron Breaker, with an injured guy especially, should have put him away in 2 minutes. That match lasted 10 minutes, and then Dragunov came to rescue Ricochet and chased Bron Breaker away. This guy is the modern-day Goldberg. That's what he is. Breaker often receives comparisons to WWE Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg due to his football background and explosive in-ring approach. Goldberg made his name by defeating opponents in quick fashion during his early WCW days in the 1990s. Similarly, Breaker picked up several destructive main roster wins before beginning his feud with Ricochet. According to Apter, Breaker would have looked stronger if he had more offense during his match against Ricochet. Apter also believes Breaker, the son of wrestling great Rick Steiner, should not have looked so weak when Dragunov appeared after the match. Well, you've got the dog-faced gremlin's son here. He's got that whole fire that his father Rick Steiner and his uncle Scott Steiner have, and they have the guy getting beaten up by Ricochet for 90% of that match. Then he gets out of the ring, Bron Breaker holds up the stairs, and Dragunov comes out. He puts the steps down, Dragunov gives him a little punch, and he jumps over the railing and goes into the crowd holding his chin. This guy's a freaking monster. Why do you do that? On June 10th, the storyline continued with Breaker defeating Dragunov in a 16-minute contest on Raw. He also slammed Ricochet through a car windshield, causing the former Intercontinental Champion to be written off television. What do you make of Breaker's booking? The Undertaker doubts Tony Khan's ability to lead in wrestling. WWE was the sole leader in the world of professional wrestling since the demise of WCW in 2001. Tony Khan introduced a direct competitor to the global juggernaut, AEW, in 2019, and has been able to make an impact on the business. From putting up stellar shows to signing some of the top stars in the world like Mercedes Moné, Will Ospreay, Chris Jericho, and many more, Khan has provided a new land of opportunity for wrestlers to make a name for themselves. Moreover, WWE Hall of Famer The Undertaker, in new Q&A on his Patreon page, also believed that competition is beneficial for wrestling, but questioned whether Tony Khan was the right person to lead the challenge against WWE. Furthermore, the Phenom mentioned that AEW could become a genuine rival to WWE if they can tighten their operations. I agree with you. I don't think there is a real, true leader in the locker room. And I am not sure. I have nothing against the man, but I don't know that Tony is the guy to run the company. I mean, his heart's in a good place and he wants to do something, but I just don't know. He has the acumen to run a wrestling company against the juggernaut that is the WWE. But hey, I could be wrong. There was that one other time I was wrong, but I hope they get it together, and we do have some competition. It's better for the wrestlers. It's better for the audience. It's better for the fans. It's better for everything. Tony Khan has been keeping a close eye on the ongoing developments in the wrestling world, including giving his views on WWE's recent collaboration with TNA. Interestingly, Khan has also collaborated with TNA to make some superstar appearances. Moving forward, Khan is currently focusing on producing an exceptional extravaganza with NJPW and other promotions. Forbidden, which will take place at the end of this month and has reported strong ticket sales. So, it will be interesting to see if Tony Khan can clarify The Undertaker's doubts about his abilities and position himself as a top leader in the wrestling business. Do you agree with The Undertaker's comments regarding Tony Khan? Has Khan built AEW as a promotion that can put up a challenge to WWE? Jeff Hardy's AEW future in plain sight. Jeff Hardy is now a free agent as of Friday. Initially, there were speculations that AEW might extend Jeff Hardy's deal due to significant injury or sabbatical time. But as of Wednesday, that doesn't seem to be the case. Jeff's brother Matt departed from the company in early April, and although there were discussions about a possible renewal, there haven't been ongoing talks since then regarding Matt's return. According to Vital Select, sources within TNA Wrestling expressed their interest in Jeff Hardy, given his history with the organization. Matt Hardy has been actively working with TNA, and according to sources, things have been going so well that they've even requested him to work additional dates. As Jeff Hardy approaches free agency, the wrestling world eagerly anticipates his next move, with speculation surrounding his future in AEW and potential interest from TNA Wrestling. Fans are left wondering where this iconic figure will ultimately land. Ringside News will keep you updated as more information becomes available on Jeff Hardy's status. Samantha Irvin is leaving with Ricochet. Ricochet's run with WWE might be ending in the coming weeks, as the star has reportedly expressed his interest with the management. A new report recently provided an update on Samantha Irvin's status with the Stamford-based promotion. Last year, Ricochet and Samantha Irvin announced their engagement. The couple has previously acknowledged their real-life relationship on the weekly product. The two were also drafted to the same brand during the annual WWE draft, similar to many popular couples in the company. However, many started to wonder if Irvin was also on her way to leave the Stamford-based promotion after Ricochet's potential exit. According to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, the Raw ring announcer has made it to Scotland for Clash at the Castle 2024, and Ricochet has not traveled with the roster to Scotland. The report also states that she's continuing with the Stamford-based promotion. Moreover, the management could ask the former United States champion to make another television appearance. The former North American champion is technically under contract with the company, and he could make an appearance, regardless of being written off by Braun Breaker. Ricochet spent years with WWE under Vince McMahon's regime before the arrival of Triple H's new regime. The 35-year-old star stood out on the developmental brand for a while. Sadly, the same was not achieved during his run on the main roster. Apart from winning every mid-card championship in the promotion, Ricochet also became the inaugural Speed Champion. Speaking on Keepin' It 100 Official, Conan spoke highly of the star, but thinks he won't become a big star in professional wrestling if he heads to All Elite Wrestling. Bro, I think if WWE would have let him fly, and even though you think they don't want him to get hurt, he would have stood out. He hasn't stood out. He's been there for a long time. He's one of the greatest high flyers. He'll go to AEW, where they love that indie style, and he'll have great matches, but he won't be a big star, because nobody ever is, Conan said. Wrestlers from AEW want the former Intercontinental Champion to join the promotion in the coming months. It will be interesting to see what the star does after leaving the Stamford-based promotion. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair receive massive praise. WWE superstars. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair have shown great potential as tag team partners despite being singles specialists. Both wrestlers possess decent individual fighting styles and make an impression on the audience. Interestingly, their work has left a significant mark on a fellow superstar, who showered big praises for the current women's tag team champions. Piper Niven will be heading to her home country of Scotland to face Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship at the Clash at the Castle 2024 Premium Live event. Notably, Niven spoke to PW Insider before the Glasgow spectacle and heaped massive praise on Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. I have a great deal of respect for both of them, and I really think the two of them are just stars. They walk into a room and you can't help but look at them. They're great people. They're great role models, Piper Niven said. Piper Niven also said that she would like to take on Cargill and Belair someday, alongside her partner Chelsea Green. Interestingly, the current women's tag team champions will face a big challenge in Glasgow, Scotland, since they will be part of a triple threat tag team match. Jade Cargill shares an unfortunate update after arriving in Scotland. Jade Cargill took to social media to share an unfortunate update upon her arrival in Scotland for Clash at the Castle PLE. At the upcoming Premium Live event, she and her partner Bianca Belair will defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Cargill and Belair won the title at Backlash France earlier this year, dethroning the Kabuki Warriors. Heading into Clash at the Castle, Scotland, they defeated Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler via disqualification, after interference from Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Now the three pairs will face off in a triple threat match on Saturday for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Taking to her Instagram story, Cargill revealed that she lost her bags while arriving in Scotland for the Premium Live event. However, the 32-year-old seemed to be in a positive mood upon her arrival. "Lost my bags, but we are here," wrote Cargill. Teddy Long spoke highly of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. The former SmackDown general manager has been impressed with the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's The Wrestling Time Machine, Long praised Cargill and Belair's presentation and in-ring abilities. He said they looked the part of champions and delivered an in-ring performance worthy as such. I'm gonna talk about the match that I saw last night was just tremendous and outstanding. And I'm talking about Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Brother, did they look good or what? These two women are absolutely great. They look great. Their work in the ring is great, said Long. Earlier this year, at the Women's Royal Rumble match, Big Jade made her WWE in-ring debut. At WrestleMania XL, she teamed up with Bianca Belair and Naomi to defeat Damage C. Terrell in a 6-woman tag team match. This led to Cargill and Belair challenging Asuka and Kairi Sane for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. At the same time, Cargill also entered the Queen of the Ring tournament, but lost to the eventual winner, Nia Jax, via disqualification. This marked her first loss in WWE. The Rock signs a major deal outside the WWE. The Rock reportedly signed a major deal outside WWE. This multi-year deal also involves his production company, Seven Bucks Productions. The Great One is one of the biggest stars in the world. He made a huge name for himself in pro wrestling and continued to maintain and grow his brand when he transitioned to acting. Since then, he has been involved in some major projects and movie franchises. During his acting career, the former WWE champion has acted in several major Disney movies, such as Moana and The Jungle Cruise. As reported by The Hollywood Reporter, Dwayne Johnson's production house, Seven Bucks Productions, has signed a multi-year first-look deal with Disney that will see them develop films for theatrical and streaming platforms, with the Hollywood megastar starring in the projects. The final boss will reprise his role as Maui in the animated Moana 2, and will also star in the live-action Moana film. Congratulations to Drew McIntyre, WWE superstar. Drew McIntyre has recently achieved a major feat in the pro wrestling world. The former world heavyweight champion took to social media to react to it. McIntyre is currently one of the biggest names in world wrestling entertainment. Although he has not stepped foot inside the ring with CM Punk yet, their feud has given us some of the best promos ever. The Scottish Warrior is all set to lock horns with Demain Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Clash at the Castle Premium live event this weekend, and many believe Punk might interfere to cost McIntyre the title once again. Drew McIntyre recently took to X Twitter to send a message revealing that he was inducted into the Scottish Wrestling Hall of Fame. McIntyre wrote that it was a huge honor for him and mentioned that it felt surreal. It is a huge honor to be inducted into the Scottish Wrestling Hall of Fame. I am so incredibly proud to be from Scotland, from Ayrshire. To be inducted at Ibrox as well doesn't feel real, WWE Castle, he wrote. Following Drew McIntyre's induction into the Scottish Wrestling Hall of Fame, WWE took to Instagram to congratulate the former World Heavyweight Champion for becoming the first active wrestler to achieve this feat. Congratulations on becoming the first active wrestler to be inducted into the Scottish Wrestling Hall of Fame, the post read. Drew McIntyre recently mentioned that people don't know about the history between him and CM Punk, claiming that the latter had hurt him personally and professionally. The Scottish Warrior's obsession with the Second City Saint has cost him the World Heavyweight Championship twice already. It will be interesting to see if the best in the world will interfere at Clash at the Castle Premium live event as well. Condolences to the Bloodline. Rikishi has shared a tragic news on social media. The WWE Hall of Famer made an emotional post detailing the situation. The WWE legend revealed that one of his cousins and close friends has passed away. Rikishi has been a constant presence in the company, despite taking a step back from active competition. He has remained connected with WWE through his sons and regularly discusses the angles with the Bloodline, be it the Usos, Roman Reigns, or Solo Sikoa. He has commented on all recent angles regarding the faction and hinted at a return at times as well. The Hall of Famer posted on Instagram to update fans about a personal tragedy he has gone through. He revealed that one of his cousins and close friends, Nick, had passed away. He posted about how he knew Nick and how close they had been. Rest easy, my USO Nick. We grew up in the Bay Area as kids, first cousins. As time flew by, we went on our own separate ways journey of life. Circled back around years later back in the Bay Area. We told each other we was so happy to see other it's been a minute since we caught up. He praised Nick and said they wished each other well the last time they met up. He was emotional and sent his prayers to his aunt and cousins. It was good to see Nick. He's a humble youth, never drama, always smiling, and a good man after laughing for hours. It was time to leave. Last thing we said to each other, "I'm proud of you. Uso, take care of yourself, and we meet up soon again," not knowing this was the last time we would meet up. Sad to hear the news gone too soon. Fly high, my Uso Nick. God must have needed you more. Let light shine. to begin the healing of our family. Sending love light prayers to my Auntie Lima and my cousins and his wife. Love you all. After wishing their family well, Rikishi sent his departed cousin an emotional message at the post's end. He said he was glad they had taken the time to take the picture together, and that he loved him. Glad we took time to take this photo. You will be missed, my Uso Nick Tine Anoa'i family, love ya amene, he wrote. Solo Sikoa's message for Paul Heyman. Solo Sikoa has taken over the Bloodline since Roman Reigns went on a hiatus following his loss to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL. Sikoa's faction currently dominates the blue brand and consists of himself, Heyman, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. While having a chat with Josh Martinez on Superstar Crossover, Solo had the following to say about the Wiseman. He's like my uncle, man. First of all, he's been around my family for over 50 years. He's been around Roman's dad. He was around my dad. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but my dad was one of the first Paul Heyman guys when they started in WCW because he was their manager. Now he's with Roman and my brothers, and now with me. There's a lot of things that he's taught and is still teaching me. Hikuleo is billed at 6'8" in and possesses an intimidating stature. It would certainly be interesting to see how the live crowd reacts if he makes his way on WWE TV and joins the Bloodline.